All right. Here I go. I got this dog, a female Malinois. I had to take a break on her. I had some busy type issues and some medical issues going on. So she's developed some backup in her training. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't had time to get with the owner and do the classes, so he doesn't know what's going on with some of the things. So I decided to show some of the little problems that she got going on right now. Right now she's on a recognition of a stranger. Somebody's walking by. She's very alert. She's good. She used to go off. I had to calm her down. So that's actually a good thing. Instead of turning her up, I had to calm her down. It's much harder to turn them up. I mean, yeah, it's much harder to turn them up than it is to calm them down. I'd rather have to calm them down. That's a problem I'd rather have. But she's doing good right now. She used to go ballistic, you know what I'm saying? But I like that. She's doing very good. She did that very well. Now she's looking for praise, but I'm not going to give it to her because she does know she did a good job then. She did a great job with that. She did good because she does go alive if you try to touch me though. But she normally would bark just for seeing somebody, but that's a little bit too much. You know, you can't be in public like that. That's a public nuisance, right? So now we're going to do some healing exercises so I can show you what she is falling off on. So now she's foraging ahead a little bit, right? So I'll turn into her. See, turn into her. All right, she's picking up on that. She's picking up. Turn away, circle away, stop. She was slow to sit. She's looking for praise too much. She's been, I guess, I don't know what's been going on with her, but she's starting to look for praise. Moso. So now she's creeping with the down. Instead of just going straight down when I say it, she takes a second. She wants me to lift the foot to touch the leash, and then now she's creeping around to the front, right? She wasn't doing any of that before, you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. She's creeping to the front. Teep. Good sit up. She was trying to correct her position, but I didn't ask her to yet, okay? Link up. I'm gonna make her come this way to link up. Good girl. See, she's looking for too much praise. Moso. Foraging, moving. Moso. Not even on the straight down anymore. Now look, she's moving around. She was doing none of this before. None of this. And this is just what happens just with me not having time to get with the owners, and whatever they were doing has really reversed everything that she was taught. You know, she's not quite a year old yet. You know what I'm saying? I think she's like 10 or 11 months, like 11 months, something like that. And so she's really still in a gelatinous stage, really molding type stage. She's moving out of the down. That's something new also. She wasn't doing any of this before. But I'll keep my foot on the leash, keep her in the down as I correct myself because I don't want her to move. She's already doing too much moving. And see, that's how you do that. A lot of people want to correct the dog and put the dog back, but in the beginning, you move first, right? You're going to move first because you want to teach the stillness. You want to get her to be still. And if you have all that movement, it's going to take a lot longer to get that lesson across. And notice I have not taken my foot off the leash, and I won't, because she's already shown that she's going backwards in her training. She's going backwards. So I'm going to treat her like it's a beginning of this lesson, okay? Teep. Really good on the sit-up. She readjusted. That's not good. That's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to go back to a down. I'm going to be a little closer this time. I'm going to go straight with the correction. I'm not going to even give her a chance to do it. Moso. That's the advanced correction. That's not how you teach the down. That's just the advanced correction of it. This time, no movement. Notice that there was no movement. She kind of stayed where she was, right? But if I would have put her back, she would still be in the moving stage. That's why you don't do that. That's why I moved to her, right? And now I'm going to do it again. I turn myself ever so slightly. I'm not making a big deal out of it. and then I'm gonna release my foot and bring her back to the teat. But she was late, so I had to give her correction on that. She's late, right? Now she's stopping to look for praise now, because I had to stop giving her even a verbal praise, because she's just eating it up. She wants it too much. Okay, now that's really good. Somebody's coming from far away and she can see them. I can't even hardly, I can see the bushes moving, but she gave a good alert on that. Okay, now she went to the lazy sit. That's a new thing too. She never was doing that. I don't allow that. You sit correctly. She sits correctly, both feet under you. No lazy sit. The down will be corrected when I can get the position corrected. When the position is corrected, then I'll get her feet under her and we'll have a more uniform down. The thing you want to remember about a trained dog, if you really want a trained dog, you think of a military personnel, a soldier, you know what I'm saying? How they are when they're in cadence, when they're marching, when they're doing stuff like that. That's how you want your dog. They're not supposed to be licking your hand. They're not supposed to be doing all that old friendly stuff, you know what I'm saying? You do that when we get home and you give them a release command, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you're in command, as long as we're away from home, we're in leash, you know, you're on the leash and all that stuff, you're not gonna be doing all that licking and all that old friendly type stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's for the birds. You don't do that at all. And the one thing you have to do, she's not allowed to take her front feet off the ground and touch me at any time. Listen to what I'm saying. She's not allowed to take her front feet off the ground and touch me at any time. That's never acceptable with a dog that you're training. And I say never, I mean absolutely never. They don't put their paws up on your stomach or your lap or try to whatever. Never with a trained dog do they take their front feet off the ground and touch you. That is a very disrespectful thing. Never let your dog disrespect you like that, because if you do, you will never be on my level and you will never have an excellent dog. That is a really big negative. Never, never, never let your dog take his front feet off the ground and touch you with them. That's the never, never, never. Moso. I didn't even touch the leash at first and she went down. She stayed where she is, but I'm gonna correct myself. That was excellent. And she almost had it perfect in the back end. She's a little bit lazy. I'm gonna let that slide as I turn to her. And I'm showing her the correct position, but she's still on point right now. She's doing a lot better, a whole lot better. I'm glad I showed this and you can see the progression, because she was really sloppy at first, but now she's doing a little bit better, a little bit better. I'll release my foot. I'm gonna bring her back to a sit. Teet. That was pretty good. Feet under her good, not a lazy sit, okay? Okay, now she's doing a lot better, but that's what I wanted to show today. A little bit of how she kind of backtracked in her training when I and now see, when she's looking for praise again. She's looking for praise again. Notice I haven't did anything but use a verbal discipline. A verbal correction. Now I'm gonna do physical, because she's not allowed to do that while we in command. No scratching, no none of that other stuff. I mean, it's like military cadence, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see a soldier in line, in formation, scratching, you know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't see your dog doing it while you're in command. You're just not gonna do it, okay? But she's looking for that verbal praise. She's looking for the play with you type stuff. I have no idea what's going on with her when I'm not around, but I'm gonna correct that. I just wanted to show y'all, Now, she's not itching or anything. She's scratching the leash because of the corrections. She's feeling them now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about her. She's not flea ridden or anything like that. She's not scratching because she has an itch. She's scratching the collar, and that's totally not allowed. Okay, that's not allowed. Okay, I know this video was kind of long, but I wanted to show a couple of problems because people have been asking me for some dog videos. I had somebody tell me that they wanted me to, go back to some dog videos, right? So this has been long, but I got to show some real problems, and I'll come back to this later. It's the K9 OG. Who you with? Who you with?